And in the red corner, fighting from Melbourne, Australia, it's Irish, and this is his hobby. G'day YouTube, Irish here from Irish's hobby, as you saw on my intro. I thought I'd just pop up a quick video just to say who I am. First of all, I'm Irish. How's it going, guys? Australians aren't very imaginative. I've been out in Australia almost 20 years, had the name Irish for about 19 of those years. So, g'day guys, I'm Irish. So, first things first is just to let you know, I'm part of a group called Knights of Dice, which is run and organised by Viv from Rubbish In, Rubbish Out. He's got a beautiful studio. Hopefully I'm going to get a chance to really play around in there. I've had a few games there. Lovely setup. Can't wait to record some videos and get out some more content, because the content will be coming from the Knights of Dice will be of a higher standard. Well, we hope. Hopefully. Yeah, so I'm not going to go too far into that. That's Viv's to play with. He's lent me this camera, so I'm going to film. Yeah, that's it. So first things first, I wasn't happy with my last one, so I thought I'd do a better video. So hopefully hopefully you like my intro, and things will just keep getting better. One thing I did realise though when I was going to film my intro was I don't actually have that many painted models. I have a lot of models that are painted but not completely based, and so I was going to try and do a Trainaholic style intro, probably nowhere near as good as his, but just with some models and maybe a bit of panning or something. Didn't quite work out because most of my models, even though they're painted, and not to an alright standard too, most of them aren't based. I pull out most of my painted models, they're not based. Viv's going to help me out with a range of bases from my Skaven army, but just need to wait to get those done. So that's I was going to film it that way, but unfortunately it didn't work like that. So I made the intro I've got. That will change in the future, hopefully for the better. We'll keep going with that. So, on to what I want to do. I've got numerous projects on the go. I should really, I will be finishing my Mordheim band. There's a few extras in there. I've only played one game. Anyway, my first game was quite fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm really looking forward to playing some more, which I'll hopefully get recorded and maybe even put out there. Not the whole games, but recaps. I'm going to try and show off a couple show you guys a numerous different projects I have on the go. I'm not going to show them right now. I actually might cut to them. Right guys, I ended up cutting to them. Hey, look at that. So here is a couple of the projects. It's one of my green trays. So I think I've got 8 of them on the go, because one of them's here empty underneath with bits of MDF in it. And this is just a bit of a collection of crap that I should have finished a long time ago. So first things first, I've obviously got a Warp Lightning Cannon here in a semi finished state. I'm really good at half doing stuff. Same as I grabbed 5 slaves just to paint and I've just stopped. I have converted and just made a few Plague Sensor Bearers. They really need an update of the old models. Some of them are really good, so we've got some double-handed styled poles, so just using the Plague Monks posts they have a lot of to add the flail on. I end up getting 60 Plague Monks and being able to make 10, I think. It might have been 12 actually, because it's 5 per thing. So it's 12 of these. Actually, I'll just get a. That's a changed one too. I've changed most of them. That's an El Natural. So come on, focus on that, buddy. Left in there, and then I've done things like change the top, change the actual sensor on it from something off the Doom wheel, Screaming Bell. Change the angles by cutting and rotating it. Oh, where am I? Here on the pin. Here with a pin in it, to give that extra bit of strength. I do enjoy pinning. Pinning is quite nice. I also grabbed. I was off one of the plague. It was off the plague sensor furnace guy, so he could do without his hand, and I think I got 2 of those anyway. And here's my personal favourite. I think it's about a 4-point pin. So let's see if I can get that in focus. So pin in the elbow, not elbow but wrist, pinned into the base of the bottom of the original what should we call it? Original hand and shaft with ball, but twist in the wrist here, and then them pinned together to create a double-handed effect. I hope that was all in camera. I was staring at the model itself, and I'm hoping that's bloody good. I may even fix up more to look similar to that. So that was actually the hand for anyone who's got Plague Monks and just looking at what they can do. That's the handle off the drummer. I think drummer would be the best description. He's got the beater from the Gong guy on the normal sprue. So anyone who's got one of these has one of those. So you really could make it up if you really wanted to. I really suggest getting into pinning. Once you get used to drilling into miniatures, it opens up a whole new world for you, and you get to play about. So that's all of my converted sense bearers have been pinned in some way. Much like here is a. Oh, did I grab the ball? Here's an example. Well, here's an example of a half done. The other one's 90% done, so I'll show you this one first. So that's one of the heads I think I got off the Plague Claw catapult on a Plague Monk. So obviously you can see the drilled holes there for the arms. But with these, that's it'd be a pretty high-tech Plague Monk if we had it like that. But here we have the rest of the conversion on another one. So there's your tank, your air tank, and unfortunately I'm still learning. So my hose in between the tube and the mouth, do you know what I mean? Isn't as I would have liked to got the stripes on it like you normally would. But that's there we go. So that's where I'm going there, and obviously if you hadn't guessed, or I suppose if you don't know Skaven very well, these are sensor bearer throwers. Poison wind throwers. So these are glass orbs that are full of poison wind and then thrown. I've never actually played with them. I'm converting them up because I've been bored. And I don't think they're not doing too badly. Hopefully you'll see these in the future painted properly, maybe even mixed in with some of the original stuff. I'm not sure, but I've got a few different heads on the go, and a couple of different backs. So there's another one that's going to have like a chimney. I think that's a Imperial Guard exhaust I'm using, and the head's on upside down because I just had turned this and put it backwards So that will end up as being joined up to the tank, probably into one of the sides. That also, didn't point out hopefully it was obvious. The big green splodge thing is going to be a bag, so hopefully once that's painted it will look like a bag. I've even stuck bits of plastic, it was a round piece of plastic in there to try and get a ball effect. There is a little lump, but I think it probably would get more use if I just paint on shadow, like circular shadows. So that's it. Obviously I've got these things and I haven't even painted them. Look how beautiful and pretty these things are. It's really quite ridiculous. So but yeah, so too many projects on the go. Too many projects. So that's obviously one of the little trays I have on the go. So I've got 4 wolves on here. There's another one outside. It's just ridiculous. So hopefully me showing you this stuff, and hopefully I probably go through some of my color schemes. So but yeah, tell me what if you want, guys. Tell me what you want. I think I might do some themed. Oh, I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. But basically, I've got beige and bronze. Beige and bronze is my major use of color, and this hasn't been finished. Obviously, I've got too much. Yeah, so that's going to be washed with Army Painter wash to bring out that sort of depth. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I will be heading forward with numerous different projects and whatnot. I've got, I'd say, 20 or so projects on the go. Let's see if I can reach one without breaking stuff. Like the Exalted Vermin Lord, which really I should have bloody finished by now. It's pinned. It's pinned. There's holes drilled in the head for the horns. I've even magneted the massive. This weapon's massive. Like, that's a cavalry base, guys. It's over double its length of a cavalry base. So as I said, once you get used to drilling into miniatures, you really can then working in backwards land. Yeah, utilize the drilled out sections. So yeah, hopefully you guys all like this. I'm going to continue going forward with different videos, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. All right. Oh well, maybe next project. I have no idea what time I'm up to. So next project. So this is probably a more immediate project than those, even though I've got a massive Skaven army that needs to be done. So I've got this lovely fella. He's my first painted, well, any of my gutter runners, first of the one I've painted, and any of the Mordheim guys I've painted. So quite happy with him. I was worried about doing black fur, but hopefully you can, maybe if I zoom back out, and then yeah, really have a look at it. I'm really not sure, but anyway. So yeah, yeah, basically that's the start. Got the same sort of color scheme for my Adept and my other Black Skaven. Unfortunately, in my first game, he lost a hand and was robbed, so he has no flail anymore, and I just had enough money to buy him a knife. But yeah, so there's a you know. So there's probably that's kind of my one of my color schemes for the for my army. The blue, I've got doing all my Warpstone blue, trying to show something that might be differentiate. and I'll come up with the fluff reason, but mainly it's because I really like blue. And the blue bronze beige I think really works well. You'll see some other miniatures once I'm in mode making, doing more of my Skaven itself, and you'll see lots more of that colour scheme. But in the meantime, I might just do a couple of pieces on cut back up. That's probably enough, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you like some of the stuff I'm doing and want to see more. If you do, please subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of that sort of pizzazz. I'm going to make the videos anyway, I suppose. I don't know. I think I'm vain. It's great. I'm looking at myself, talking to myself, and if anyone walks into the room, it's not strange. So, guys, yeah, as I said, if you liked it, let me know. If you want to see more, this is probably coming in more, come more into it later on when I've done more and you've seen more of my stuff, and maybe through hassles by you guys, it might be, can you finish that piece? I really want to see that piece done. And some of those things, some of my pieces have stopped in the tracks because I'm not quite at the skill level to continue. So with a bit of hassle, maybe that'll push me over the hill and make me do it. I also have Viv, who, if you haven't checked out Rubbish In, Rubbish Out Stuffs, he is fantastic. He's been doing it for quite a few years and sharing his knowledge for quite a few years. So again, I'm checking Rubbish In, Rubbish Out. I'm learning so much stuff from him, but I'm lucky enough to have him as a friend, so I'm able to get him here and go to his studio to do stuff. So you never know. Hope maybe yeah. So I'm not quite sure what's going on yet. This is we're right at the start. I'm gonna stop bloody clapping. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, it's on my desk. It rattles around when I go thudunk. Anyway, so thank you very much, and well, you'll see me soon.